to this lecture. So in this lecture, I'll be looking at linking and navigation. So the basic linking tag is called the anchor tag, and it's denoted with an A here. So A means link, or the anchor rather. So you could just use the link tag, and we could use the attribute called href, and then navigate to wherever you want to go, either within our page or toward the next page or toward an external link. So I'll just be demonstrating how these work. So let's look at our previous website that we made. We just expanded it to add more paragraphs. So this is our Platypus website, and perhaps here I could just add some links. Say I wanted to go to paragraph 8. So let me see here. I could just go anchor, and then I could just go href equals paragraph. I could just have hash first. Hash means ID. We'll learn a lot about this when we look at CSS, right? When we do our styling. Paragraph 8, for instance, and go to paragraph 8, like so. Let's look at our website and just to see how it looks. Let me just refresh here. Okay, let me just come up first. Okay, we should see a link now since we've created this link anchor tag here. Excuse me, this is lecture 8 rather. So lecture 8. I could just cut this one off here. Just go lecture 8. So there we go. So we have a linking tag, and it should go to paragraph 8, but it won't, and I'll explain why. If I click on this, nothing happens, and there's a good reason for that. Now this means we are moving to an element called paragraph 8, right? An element whose ID is called paragraph 8. So we should have an element whose ID is paragraph 8. And let me show you how this works. So to create an ID for paragraph 8, I could just say ID equals paragraph 8. So now when I click on that link, it will identify the ID of this element tag here, and it will come to this particular paragraph or to that particular element. So let me just demonstrate how this works here. So now I could just refresh the page. And now if I go to the link, let's see. There you go. Now it goes to paragraph 8 as we wanted it to go. Okay, that's cool. So now we know how to navigate between pages. We can always add another ID. Say for paragraph 4, for instance, ID. Instead of going paragraph 8, I could just say paragraph 4. Then I could just copy and paste this here and just change it to paragraph 4. Go to paragraph 4. Paragraph 4 must have this hash. Hash means ID. And let's just refresh here. Should have 2 links now. Go to paragraph 4. There you go, paragraph 4. Excellent work. Okay, now I will teach you how to go to another web page, an external link. Actually, let me not delete that. Let me just make a break rule here. As you can see here, they sort of lined up in line. So they lined up in the same line. So we could just make a break. Yes, a break rule, line break. All right, and here I could just make another line break before I make another tag. It's actually okay to omit this forward brackets here, but it's just standard procedure, especially when you start going into React, just more advanced front-end development libraries. You might want to keep this forward slash here. So let's just see here. We have new link, but we want to go to an external web page. So you could just say go to website. So in this case, we need to have the full um, web address, right? Paste it here. So let me just demonstrate how this works using my own website here. So it's a website I made recently. I could just copy this, paste here. There you go. Go to website. And now let me just refresh my previous site here. Right. Okay, so now we have a new link, and this one should go to an external link. So let's just see if it works. There you go. So it goes to my website here. And let me just go back. Excellent work. Now, what about navigating between pages? Let's just say you wanted to go to a page within your website. Well, in this particular case, let's just look at the folder. So let's just go to the previous lectures. Say I wanted to go to lecture 3, copy here and paste. So I wanted to go from lecture 8 to lecture 3. How do I accomplish this? So let's go to our website here. And let's just make a new link. And let me just add a new line. And our lecture that we want to go to is called lecture 3. Now, the very important thing to note here is to put in HTML. So it'll go exactly to this website and its extension here. It's very important, right? So go to lecture 3, for instance, lecture 3, and see we have href lecture 3. Perfect. Let's see now if it works. Will it go to lecture 3? It's important to note that it must be in the same root folder here, right? Unless you sort of add the entire directory, right? You need to add a directory here to your HTML file. So let me just give a quick demonstration. Okay, so now we have an additional link here. It goes to lecture 3. So let's check it out. There we go. We go to our lecture 3, which was dealing with superscripts, subscripts, and all kinds of fancy stuff here. So that's how that works with linking, and it's very simple.